Well, you went from probably one of the worst years of your life in 23 to probably one of the best years of your life in 24.
I know. God is wild.
I know. And then now you're in 25 and the future looks kind of bright. You know, going through all of that, what do you make of that?
I mean, God is wild. He's just so wild. What do I make of it? I think that life is awesome, and sometimes things get really, really hard and you just don't understand why. But, you know, the way that I see it is like, God is a God of suddenly, right? He's a sovereign God. He doesn't need anybody's permission to do things. He just wants you to endure so that you can get to the promised land that he has for you on the other side of things. And so, like, when I see my story, I mean, when Miami did to me what they did to me, like, I was suicidal. And they came after my job, my licenses, I had to cash out all my Bitcoin to cover, like, my legal expenses, my rent. So I'm, like, still bitter about that. But, like, I see where I was at the lowest of the low, and then I start this thing with David, and all of a sudden, we're with the president, and all of a sudden, we're running a Get Out the Vote campaign, and then all of a sudden, we're in election night. The president wins. We're in inauguration, and I'm at Kraken. And it's just like, God, you're good. So where do I see it going? I don't know. I think God's awesome. He loves to surprise us, and I think that he's just going to keep surprising me. I don't have any plans. All I have is like a vibe. Like, this is what we're doing now, and it's great. And so we're going to make it successful. And then once we're done with that, we'll see what comes next. I have like the AA approach, right? Like the one day at a time.
I like that. It's serving you well. Last question is for someone out there like my dad, or someone out there like maybe some of these members of Congress, or someone out there who just doesn't get Bitcoin, or they don't get crypto, or they've heard that it's going to zero, or they heard it was created by the CIA, or they heard that it doesn't mean anything and it's not backed by anything and all these things. What would you say to them?
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
How would you try to get them to maybe open their mind, or to learn more about it, or to see if they can maybe see it the way you see it? How do you orange pill more people?
So I would start with, do you like the government? Because I don't think anybody can answer that in a positive.
But like, a lot of people don't see that Bitcoin has anything to do with the government, when in fact it does.
Well, I would say, you know, Bitcoin Magazine they covered the Canadian truckers when all of that was going on. I would say, check this story out. And then, do you know how, like, when they accuse you of allegedly doing something wrong and all of a sudden your assets are frozen and you can't touch anything? Well, that's the same thing.
So in that case, people went to a peaceful protest and later found out their bank accounts were frozen.
Correct.
From executing or exercising what they thought was their human right. Or constitutional right.
Right. You have the right to...
In a G7 country.
Exactly. You have the right to speak up and tell your government, we don't agree with what you're doing. And then you're penalizing them, taking money away from them, shutting down their accounts or exchanges. I mean, like, just craziness. I think, you know, I'll tell you, like, I think that the way that you do it with men and women are different. I think that men by more the freedom route. I certainly went down this route, but again, I was a prosecutor, and I love the Constitution, so like that was easy for me. But I think that generally speaking, like for women, and my best friend and I talk about this quite a bit. Women, they love their families, they love their homes, they want to make sure their children are okay, they want to make sure their children are taken care of, their families taken care of. And so to them, what I would say is like, okay, listen, this is like a piggy bank. And you just put little by little what you can. And it doesn't mean that, like everybody likes to say, oh, if you do Bitcoin now, you'll be a millionaire and like this. Don't think about it that way. Think of it as money that's growing. Like you're putting your money to work and it's going to continue growing over time. So that one day, if your kid wants to go to college, or God forbid, you get sick or your kid gets sick, you have this little rainy day fund available to you that you didn't have before. It's just another tool for you to have.
Okay.
So I think that's the route that I would take more on the female side. And on the male side, it's just like, unless you're a commie and a beta man, then the whole like American, like cowboy gun touting thing won't work. But it's just a way of more secure transactions.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.